Hello! It's time to face the fourth boss, the Abyssal Colossus. Hopefully I will be able to smuggle at least one new creature to the finish line at the Pioneer difficulty. The Abyssal Colossus mostly checks your stats and whether you have a few responses to his actions. A good example is his Slumbering will often trigger at least 2 times per combat, so when he wakes up on his first turn, all your creatures on the board will be hit by 5, which encourages you to place only one creature on the first turn. The second time he wakes up, the damage from the Slumbering will increase from 5 to 6 and so on whenever he wakes up, which on one hand this counters your build if you rely on sleeping moves too much, but on the other, your sleeping moves can also interrupt Colossus when he is doing some other attacks which might not be desirable to you either. So for example, you could spam your debuffs first, which will encourage the Colossus to cleanse his debuffs if there are too many of them. But then you could cut his move short by putting him to sleep first and keep slamming him in the same turn and the turn after, and usually this is enough to win the fight. And this is just one of the strategies for this boss. Let's see. Guaranteed multi-hitting move, armor. This new patch supports poison a lot. Furball could technically, when evolved, double the poison too, but it's more gimmicky. He's a bad standalone monster when evolved. He's great in his base form. He's very fast, can make one enemy useless for 2 turns. He can finish off damaged enemies. Shortcut is usually the best, but for this boss, since he can slow down most enemies and even works against most bosses, and he can stall fights a little bit. And it would also be somewhat decent against the Colossus. It would let you use your monster in the middle lane directly in front of the Colossus, and that monster of yours would act before the Colossus, so that's something. But Quetzi is a tried strategy. It's very reliable. When evolved, he can tank a fair bit with all the poison you are doing. You get armor. Armor is great for tanking Colossus, so let's go with that. Let's go by the tier, so Xerododo, great at oh, well, I guess this run will be not very challenging. I could also go the hypersensitive route, but I am not getting meat back, so it would be basically hoping that you'd be able to double your stats enough to win this way. Spamming the glowing substance is an even more reliable way. It's great with multi-hits, and I already have one multi-hit. This is already a very great start, although there's only one food here, which is a concern. Luckily this is the same type of food I will be spending here, but it also means that I am discouraged from catching this otherwise excellent monster, and he's also mutated, 1 extra speed. It usually doesn't matter in his case, since most enemies will be that you would care about would be slowed down by his talent anyway. Is there any invert target? Could make my Quetzi even more tanky. I will probably evolve him later. My Xerododos have good matchup against this guy. I am only taking 2 damage here, instead of other monsters which would have taken 3. I will run away before the poison could deal damage. Let's see. Poison here. Get away, flock attack. This guy dies. This guy will die next turn. Do I spread out the damage across my Dodos more or not? I think in this situation, since I plan to do swap with Quetzi, I probably shouldn't. But this can backfire either way. So after this fight finishes, I will have one Xerododo at 1 health remaining and another at 2, which is not great, not terrible. Hopefully I will be able to catch some tanking monster next turn and stop the bleeding and being able to farm glowing substance at my leisure. I have to tank this hit anyway. Another great example, since old Xerododo was slower and only had 3 speed. Now he's faster than enemies with 3 speed, so he will act first, which means in this case I'm not taking any further damage. It's one of the reasons why the Xerododo rose to prominence. A simple +1/+1 buff to his stats made him a menace. 3 here. Oh, it doesn't matter whichever move I select here. Mono is mine. Let's see if I can farm my glowing substance safely. There is some argument to be made that maybe I should keep my Dodos healthy and instead... Yeah, this is probably better. I'm unlikely to tank much with this guy until I evolve him. So him being at 3 health now wouldn't matter, while having an extra max health once he's healed will matter, probably. And for this guy this will be basically act as a 1-point heal. He will be able to tank a 3 damage attack if needed. I could go very greedy and do 1-4 swap and don't plan to tank anything with this snake. That seems a little too ambitious. And if my instincts are telling me that this type of play is probably too ambitious, it probably is. It would make sense long term, but the risk is there. And I already have some of the more important pieces already, so the less risk I take now the better. Oh, Forgotten Laboratory would be very useful in case there is ever an annoying monster that I would want to catch. This guy has some synergy with my evolved Quetzi, but those amounts of poison are still minuscule. The item gathering reward would be nice. I could maybe get honey, maybe something that would put enemy to sleep, but I don't think it can match the flexibility of this Forgotten Laboratory. My Dodos have excellent matchup against this Jellymin. I can just use Getaway 1 or 2 times. Can this guy be a problem? He is faster than my guys, but he also dies from one attack. He attacks first, so he's not gonna get extra strength from his own buff. I have to be careful and not play my Quetzi, or else I will activate this Toxin Rush. That would be very bad. They all will deal a fair bit amount of damage to me, so that is a concern. Whereas here the fights are relatively easy. Yeah, this one I could easily just spam Getaway 2, similar to when facing this Jellymin. There is nothing interesting to catch. This Ram is lacking the distraction move, so there's... Although maybe I could catch him just for the heal. There are 2 berries here. Maybe this is the better play overall. The reward here is stronger, but this is... They all have the same speed as my guys, and I don't have much room. I cannot avoid taking this damage twice. Not even making an empty lane would work well when there are only 2 lanes in the first 2 fights. Interesting. Is there something I could do with it? I do like that this Jellymin is last, so I could easily put Mono as my last monster, have my Dodos use Getaway 2-3 times, and I would also use second lane to farm Glowing Substance at the same time. Only this Jellymin would technically let me tank a bit in the next fight, but tanking through poisoning enemy while the guy who can do this is also slow and cannot heal back, unlike Theopoda with the flu move. It's just not a very good strategy. There are too many faster enemies that would just chew this thing apart before the poison is applied. Although, with my Venom Spray, this might have some merit. Maybe this is the play. I would get fish back for spending 1 here. Would get this Super Master Ball. Here's the healing play. This guy could heal from poison I'm doing, but I'm not getting fish back. So that's a little sketchy. I'll go here just to catch this round. This might be the most important choice of this run. Forgotten Laboratory can also act as a safety net in case my party starts to fall apart. And one of those reasons would be taking so much damage here. Like this is 4 damage, this is 4 damage, this is 3 damage. Here I am taking possibly 0, 1, maybe 2. Here I take 2, here I take 2 down to 0. And then I get a heal back, 2 random items. Catching Jellymin and using it for tanking, that would be weak to bad draws in case I don't have Quetzi in my starting hand or soon after. The Forgotten Laboratory would have a nice synergy with one of the new guys. Do I have picture of this guy, or do I need to capture him first? Yeah, he's not visible here. There's a big 8/6 poisonous monster which would have nice synergy with my Quetzi, and at the same time that monster could be very hard to catch if I don't have sleeping moves, which I currently do not have. This would be one way to solve a potential difficulty with catching not just this poison related monster but others. This one almost doesn't count. There's no way I would carry him to the finish. It's too unwieldy. It only looks good when you think about him as individual pieces, but as something that wastes your slot, consumes food. The returns you get if you draw poorly are not great. Can I cheese this fight somehow? I could play Xerododo first, hit for 3, empty my lane, finish him off before he can. Then he hits me again, so that's the same. This guy always dies to flock attack, but hits for 3 damage first as well, so that's... so much damage. Which one is it? What else do I have? Mud Ball. Oh, Mud Ball would help me preserve health, though I might need it later in case I find some synergies with it. Or if I am forced to use it in a much more important fight. This is just trading health. This is a lot of damage. Possibly too much. Yeah, that's... maybe I will regret it. Oh, already I am rewarded here. And here as well. Flock here. Only 1 damage taken. Another getaway. I guess he will heal himself when I do this. Am I fine with it? I think I am. Now I just need to create room for my guys, for my guy. as well use this one. Okay, now I can kill this slasher in 2 turns by taking 2 damage. I am drawing my Doros. Now he will... Let's see, how do I do this? Maybe I do need to sacrifice one of my Dodos after all. Wish he had 1 more health. If I do this, then what happens? He's back at 3. Yeah, I think I was supposed to play Venom Spray on this monster before I killed him. So, do I sacrifice one of my Dodos now or what? I guess this Mono will end up taking 3 damage to correct my error. Unfortunate. I was not supposed to use him much as a mid shield anyway. I'm getting an increasing amount of monster that cannot tank unless I draw my Candy Run. Now I can kill him. I'm getting 2 berries back. It seems that the main concern of this party is staying healthy and the rest will carry. Rock would be nice for catching, honey is faster scaling. I might need this rock. I might need this sleep to act as a pseudo master ball. Oh, that would be one way to deal with the Colossus if I were to find this other poor pit. Together they work nicely at applying a holocation. The mark debuff, which is not counted by the game as a debuff, which makes it one of the better tools against the Colossus in general. Oh, this could be used for tanking. This also could be used for tanking, his stats are nice. Oh, healing, evolution. This guy is reasonably bulky and has 32. I'm getting meat back. He can survive second slumbering of the boss. He can buff my Quetzi or whatever else who would be standing next. My poison will speed up catching this guy. This one can be killed by one of my dodos. It's too ambitious to try to catch him and try to use him. I have no ways of multiplying his evolution move. He is not mutated. It would take too long to maybe get something out of him. This guy could serve a similar role. But he looks also a bit like a dead-end solution, and he would be great now and not great soon after. This guy is slower but has some stall potential, and my party is missing stall. I'm getting heal, which I would gladly accept. So how much damage I will be taking here? 3 here, 2, maybe 0 if I'm lucky. 1 hit, maybe 2 hits here just to catch him. Yeah, that seems worth it. Anything that would interest me here? This trying to speculate on this Porpy is too risky. I'm also not getting fish back unless I pick fish in particular rather than the prime food option, which is usually better. But there is no guarantee that you would get prime fish. I don't need him to win. If I could maybe see courtship as my next event and won the 50-50% chance of to get the other Porpid variant, that could be something. I could, like, whenever I would deal any damage to the enemy, they would get the mark debuff, and then I could get something for it, lowering the enemy defenses in this case. Or if I am very lucky later, I could find this guy as my 4-star, and he would have excellent synergy with that other Porpid which I am currently not seeing. That's just... it could work, but it could also not work. I have no reason to catch him otherwise, so... here I get something I can build upon, find a weak enemy and install to get my glowing substance, even though when I'm catching him he would be at 4 health or at 5 if I was to use prime food to catch him. I can heal him back with the leftovers or by sacrificing my candy ram next turn. This seems like a much better deal. Yeah, let's go with that. Do I catch this guy? I do have a spare berry, but I'm not getting any berry here. Which I guess is fine. That would also give me some stalling potential. 2 blunt hits would put enemy to... oh yeah, that would be my sleep for the Colossus. even though it's a little imperfect. Just might work. Let's go with that. And expected opener. Let's see. I do want this scaly dragon killed in 2 turns. Can do this with poison spray and flock attack. How fast I can catch this guy? Flock attack can hit him for 3. I can manipulate how much flock attack, how much damage the flock attack deals. If I leave, but I will need to put an empty lane. I could apply poison here. He would be down to 4. I could flock attack him for... Yeah, this is probably better. So this would be 4. I mean 3. 5. I can catch him immediately. It's basically acts the same as taking down Scaly Dragon in the before he can hit me again in the next turn, which I can still do if I leave one slot open. Maybe it's better to do it like this. Sacrifice this Xerododo. But I'm just about to heal. Do I let him die now or not? Here I can put 5 health one, so that would be 4 here. Yeah, I guess that's better overall. My remaining Xerododos will be more healthy. 4, 4. I might even use Candy Ram next turn to finish this guy, even if I need to take 3 damage first to do so in a speed die, which would then let me trigger Delicious next fight more easily if needed. Oh, that's 3, yeah. Efficient trading. Oh, I need to use Primate anyway, so I guess that works. It's gonna work like this anyway. Oh, I'm getting a freebie. He might give me a reason to catch him after all. Oh, I wish I drew my mono. Could take advantage of the free turn. He's just about to have his mutated strike hit harder. I can act first with 1 empty slot. Looks like I will need to take this mutated hit, so I'll probably do this on my Candy Ram. I might as well finish this guy with the getaway, so I don't have to use Whistle next turn. I can pre-hit this guy. Oh, in which case I want to do it like this. I think there might be some small chance could heal himself? Wow. I think he might... it would have worked against other bosses, but against the Colossus, just against a single enemy, applying one poison is not that great. Okay, Candy Ram will take the hit, and then I can finish him off next turn. It doesn't matter. This thing is so slow at 3 speed, so all my monsters except this Manyaruka are faster than him. Let's see, who do I heal? Probably you. Probably you. Like this. Like this. No colored ship, okay, so oh, well. Here's the other porpit. Oh, that's I often like this monster for the Colossus. If you manage to load any buffs on your guys, then doubling them pretty much makes you overly prepared for the boss. Like if I have, I don't know, 6-10 armor and I suddenly double it along with other buffs on my monster or other monsters, that's often enough to make losing almost impossible. Here I am getting an excellent stalling tool, but I only have 1 meat. And here is the best, one of the best moves in the game, Echo. Although the reward is very loosey. Okay. Tasha, oh, this is such a sad fight in many ways. There's so much good stuff to catch, and I can only get this guy. Oh, he does have synergy with my Quetzi as well. This also will be a moderately difficult fight. Wow, interesting. One time when you want Lumi to spam Charm or Beetle, like I could catch all these 4 monsters, but I cannot do it. I don't have the right food, and I do have varied food. This guy can survive second Slumbering, but I will probably still move Echo elsewhere. Or maybe I won't. Sleeping Shot is a great tool against the Colossus. It's basically blunt hit but better. It scales well with strength, and I can give strength to my guy. And it also scales with those poops, glowing substance, since it increases damage from attacks and from some talents. Yeah, with these two, I am already in a very good position. So how is my food? I'm not getting fish back, but I have a spare fish. I am getting meat back. He cannot poison me, so he cannot deal much damage. My 5 health Xerododo can tank this deadly bite. My Maniaruk can also tank it. Can also sacrifice one of the Xerododos, but I would need to leave one lane empty to act first. Yeah, now that I look at it, all these 3 initial monsters are very fast by mid-game. Well, 5 maybe is not that fast, but it's faster than the standard 4. This guy has 6 speeds, but his attacks are of little to no consequence. He dies to 1 flock attack. In which case, this guy would drop next to this guy. I can set up a 2. I can catch him in 1 turn, especially if I'm willing to use glowing substance, or if I draw my most healthy Xerododo and Quetzi on the first turn. Narcotic and blunt hit will be decent against these 2 in the back line. Looks like I will be only hit once, maybe less if they select their non-damaging attacks. It's a pity that this often losy reward is here. I'm not in a position to take it. There are some potentially very dangerous fast enemies that I could face there. Well, I do have glowing substance, so I would probably be able to kill, or I do have Narco Tulip. With Narco Tulip I can kill whatever shows up there. Maybe I will go there. One of the biggest high rolls, and something I have never get to experience, but I saw others experiencing it, is finding a legendary creature there, silent one in particular. The odds of that are not very high. It's hard to say what they are. You could play this game for nearly 300 hours and still not see it, so your mileage might vary. Echo discs. We'll see how much health I have remaining. This is quite sketchy, but I have great items with me. Oh, and I also have Rock. Rock is excellent at catching potentially annoying enemies, or just finishing them off, since you can throw something before the combat starts, and Rock, I think it bypasses everything except armor. I'm not sure if I ever threw a rock at something that was armored. I never thought about it before. If armor blocks syringe, I imagine the rock would get blocked too, but I would need to test this. I know that rock bypasses sturdy, or as I like to call it, blue scale. Yeah, I'm definitely taking this fight. Is there any risk that something could go bad? Not really. Let's see. 5 health Xerododo and my Quetzi. So this part of the plan went exactly as I wanted it to. He's hitting me by 4. I am hitting. Oh. Ooh. I should have kept him. These 2 guys are only 2 stars. Are 2 stars. Okay, so so how do I correct this error? Morale boost to gateway, or morale boost blunt hit. That's 4 damage. Ah, see, this is the downside when you play too fast. Yeah, the biggest error I've made so far in this run. These are my next draws. No particular order. I cannot one-shot him now. Well, I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway without healing him first, since I would need to put him here to have the flock attack connect there. Maybe my candy run will go there next turn. Using one glowing substance would be resource efficient. This part is definitely happening. Echo would only hit him for 2. Maybe I leave one lane empty next turn. Once I capture him, I won't need this guy anymore. So maybe I am more willing to let him tank hit. If I buff him, he will be able to deal 4 damage, which is not enough to kill these guys. Maybe I was supposed to play Maniaru, Xerododo, Feyardam here, so that flock attack would stay at 2 when buffed by morale boost. Oh well. That's 4. I guess I'll let him stay on the board since my hand is nearly empty. Buffing this guy is no good. I will have to spend glowing substance next turn to correct my error. Yeah, playing fast. 4, 6. Here I am taking 2 damage. Here I am taking 2 damage. Here I am taking 4. Oh no. Taking so much damage due to not thinking through the danger level of my monsters for the sake of the flock attack. Maybe I should have used my glowing substance on that monster I just caught. I will have to use it here anyway. Okay, so how do I do this now? I do want this guy removed from the board. Let's see this. I think this lets me preserve most health. Now this guy is faster. This guy wastes 4 attack damage here. I am killing this guy. Everything in order? Two monsters remaining. Okay, I would like to catch him when this turn ends. What are my guys doing? This will be a bad number now. I could sacrifice him. What else I'm doing? 3 damage here. External might sacrifice run. Maybe 2 damage here due to armor. Yeah, this works. Does it work? Candy Ram next turn. Candy Ram blocks this guy. Maybe he uses Frostbite. Maybe he uses... Gateway Flock. 2, 5. Candy Ram buys me a turn, I finish him in 2 turns, I get 2 glowing substances. Oh, I forgot that he would die. I could have swapped the places of these two, that would have been so much better. Well, I guess instead of sacrificing this guy, I have now another Xerododo carried to the next fight. I'm trading up for better monsters anyway. I will... heal on him is a little wasted. If only I could cut him. Even if I leave him at 1 health, the chance that I'm getting better, right? I could risk it. I could risk 1 berry. I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm getting meat and barrel. I think I should skip the event. Next turn I am dealing 3 damage. Oh, it doesn't matter. Candy Ram fulfilled his role. I am preserving as many resources as I can except this one glowing substance I used so far. Let's see how my team looks like. That's okay. I'm about to get my power spike. No need to take chances here. Oh, this is the type of talent that synergizes with the glowing substances. And this guy also synergizes with my glowing substance farm. Yeah, this run looks very good. Although I don't have any new monster carried yet. I think I had this guy already. It is a concern. Yeah, I have him. And Devour. Devour is interesting. I could create a magnet for the Colossus. Oh, that would be Venom Haze could be useful on my Quetzi to ensure that he keeps going first in the next 2 fights. Farming, healing, extra stats for my guys. Better buffer against the Slumbering on the boss. I'm getting meat back, I'm getting berry back, it's perfect. I'm probably extracting venom spray, although I'm not sure if I would put it on Quetzi or somewhere else. He would be an interesting target, since he already has an unplaced effect on him and one that synergizes with what I am doing. The downside here is that if I let him devour stuff, his health might grow big enough that he will become magnet for the boss 20 damage attack. And with this type of talent I would rather keep cycling him, so maybe I will move this ambusher. Would act as a nice safety net. Speed up the damage I am doing with these. Oh, maybe I can get another copy of the Echo somehow. Oh, this move can keep healing. This also restores limited moves. This option could also probably work well enough. Skipping the poison plan. Well, it's not like I'm doing poison much. This is a fairly easy fight. Maybe I let him devour something for free, so he grows bigger before I capture him. Though he only has 25% chance to select the Devour move. He might be a little annoying. Hope I can kill him fast. This guy is of no concern. Could I farm something with him? Probably not. Maybe I move Venom Spray here. Then he would be killing stuff. Huh. That's... since his health will be lower than evolved Quetzi, there will be no danger of him dying to boss Exterminate attack. Huh. Very interesting. This will preserve my health in the next 2 fights. More glowing substances. Probably too much. This would be a harder fight too, but not by much. Just 4 damage attacks. All these monsters except this one who only deals 2 are very slow by Battle 5 standards. Borden and Shellzap would be reasonably useful for the boss, just to stay on the battlefield for longer. I do want Poison Spray moved, so then what? I move Ambusher here too. But Ambusher and Poison Spray on a guy who knows Echo seems weird. The guy has Echo, you want that monster to stay in battle. So then 3rd syringe with the Echo goes somewhere else. Turning this guy into magnet. Maybe I move Devour and someone else act as a magnet. A Sleeping Shot would be able to easily interrupt the boss, at which point the only remaining concern would be having enough health to survive 2, maybe 3 slumberings. I have 7 monsters. I could draw this 5, and that's fine. What about evolving Xerododo? Does that make sense? Guess it would do something. Too many opposing ideas here. Venom Haste. Moving Venom in. Venom Haste. It would only matter for the next 2 fights after this one, not for the boss. It would be good. Ensure my guy goes first. Against almost anything, but so could do evolved Xerododo. If I go with the Xerododo plan, they all move fast. Last Stand can buff all my guys, make them sturdier too. In which case I would move Furious Fangs elsewhere. Maybe I give Devour to him. Hmm. If I move Venom Spray now, I can deal with this Scaly Dragon right away, probably. Yeah, this seems like I probably only need to use it once in the boss fight anyway. If I am going with the Evolve Quetzi route. I could see evolving Cerododo acting in a similar way. Maybe better since he bulks up all my team. I wouldn't be able to retreat anymore, but I'll be able to disrupt the boss and survive his slumbering anyway. So not being able to retreat shouldn't be a problem. Echo will obliterate him in like 3 uses, so that's 3 turns and the fight is over. First turn, last stand. I could move Furious Fangs. I could also wait with it if I'm not evolving Quetzi. This move could only be used on the first turn. Maybe I move Defecation, Glowing Substance creation move to this Lunar Pronghorn to have everything in one place, but this cost me 1 syringe. It would be great for convenience, but I might be short on 1 syringe later. I like that this guy is last, so there is no risk that he would be there early and select Mist Call and make everything more annoying than it needs to be. Furious Fangs would be my second pick. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, so this takes away the Scaly Dragon straight away. And then this guy. This guy hits all, which is not something I tend to like. So maybe I will do it differently. I can kill him easily with the Gigapod, or if I leave one spot. No, if I leave one spot empty, I would need to use my resources. Could also use my items. Or I could just tank 1 damage hit. Could let my Quetzi maybe die here. Then he will get armor and that would get annoying. So I take 1 damage hit. Oh, that would be a speed tie. Cerododo survives this guy. I could buff him. If I buff him, then what? These two die. Here is the Cerododo I don't want to evolve. He would have 1 less health. This guy could tank this hit, but then I would need to retreat him. Maybe I would just use Gateway on the first turn. So he would take 1 damage. Evolved Xerododo has 8 health. These three will probably be the monsters I will have in the boss fight. Maybe I will fuse him with something. Or move Echo. If I go with the last stand plan, I would either need to leave one lane empty or forget this ambusher idea, since I wouldn't be able to cycle anymore unless I find a way to cleanse debuff of no retreating, which is possible. Taking 2 damage here. I can be faster than this guy with one empty lane, so I guess I will use flock attack. So maybe do something like this. Here I am taking 2 damage, this is blocked. Flock, so I stay on the board. These 2 die. Right. Oh, there's Devour. I would love to let him eat something if I can, but I'm not sure if that's doable. So I want to set up this capture. I could use rock to kill him. That almost feels like a waste. I could also heal him with food. Is this a good rock turn or not? Retreat one of those, play Quetzy. This guy doesn't stay on the field either way, unless I kill him with rock or put him to sleep, but that would be a waste against much more dangerous enemies I am about to see in the next 2 fights. This rock looks very appealing. Well, let's do this. Maybe I'm fine with Xerododo that has less health. Am I fine? Maybe I am. Yeah, that's probably better. Mm, 5 damage to this guy. Leave this guy at 1. Am I fine with it? I think I am. Like in worst case scenario I can now just use food, use glowing substance, so that when he's sped up by my evolved Xerododo, he will either kill or put the opposing enemy to sleep next fight. Okay, so I can do it like this. 2, 5. This guy would grow bigger. Which might end up mattering. Lunar Pronghorn is mine. Now I want glowing substance. I think I'm sacrificing this Quetzy. I might want to have him less attack next turn. Then how I am dealing the last damage? I am not, right? Meat. Oh, I can do it like... I'm about to... That's what I want, right? 3... I want to extract Furious Fangs. He's down to 1. Now I can absorb this heat, evolve and get my health back. Though I won't be able to put Furious Fangs right now, this will have to wait. Body Slam for 2. Oh, this is enough. Oh, now I can... Now I can have 2 echoes. Do need to pass on this new monster. That's so unfortunate. If I were to stick to the evolved Quetzy plan, maybe I could have done something with the spiky scales. This could be 3 damage, but wouldn't change much when I have this many glowing substances and I'm about to get more. Oh, my guys are faster. I can set up some Devours probably. Cloning flowers. So the porpit plan would have worked in this run. Oh well. That's how it is sometimes. This noble sacrifice attack is bugged right now. It doesn't do anything. Hopefully this will be fixed soon. This could let me farm more easily in the next fight. Could lower some weak enemy to 0 speed and have them not being able to deal any damage. Xerogriffin kills this guy. Someone I want to remove. Probably should. This guy is at 8. I don't need him. Maybe I could make some use of the resilience talent. Since I'm about to copy him, maybe that's the way to do it. I could also maybe give Devour to him. Seems a little ambitious. Though with this ambusher it would be easier to eat something, and I could also use last stand and then just press Devour. And they all conveniently have 5 health, so that's one last stand and Devour, that would work. That would turn him to the magnet for one of the most dangerous boss moves. But I can interrupt the boss with the sleeping shot anyway, so that's... I might even move sleeping shot here. Then I have 2 venom sprays, that's more poison. Yeah, I like this idea. I'm not gonna use meat. I would probably need to put some meat on him anyway before cloning, so that my clone is more healthy, which might matter in the fight after. And none of these... well, I guess I could have keep it for this Reaper, but I don't think I'm gonna need him after all. Did I put Devour here and try to... Xerogriffin goes in, presses last stand, I use Devour. Maybe I move Ambusher here as well. I only have 2 syringes left. That would make my clone very sturdy after I eat all this stuff, and when I clone him, he will be so big. He will be at 17 health if I manage to eat everything with him, which is probably too ambitious. Though it might be doable. I can also refresh this attack. Yeah, it's something I forgot about. Refresh Mist Call. If this was an earlier part of the run, I probably would have moved the Deification move to him. Though farming it would have become probably rather annoying. Too annoying. Someone I can stall. Oh, this talent can be very weird if he gets to act. Can work. There's some vague. What this monster considers as an attack is this talent is very weird. I've seen at least one bug related to it, like if there is a speed tie, and in which case, like your monster has the same speed as him. They are attacking each other. The spiky scales trigger twice, which can be deadly if you are not aware of it. I'm not sure if this was fixed yet or not. And it's possible that other hostile actions of yours might also count as an attack. I usually try to not play around enemies that have this talent, especially if they can produce armor to trigger it. You never know when something sketchy might happen. Oh, my sleeping move would also let me... my sleeping item would let me set up more easily to farm these guys. Devour is possibly one way to lose this run. If I get too ahead of myself, which I am about to do, and get this greedy to feed him as much as possible before cloning him, just so he can tank more slumberings, which probably won't matter against the boss. It's just mostly for a feels good feeling. Well, I do get health back whenever I devour something, so it's not totally bad. Let's see, do I keep one syringe for the next fight? Furious Fangs will probably go to Xerogriffin. Maybe I move Last Stand? Then I won't need him for the boss. Could move Last Stand maybe here or here, but I would rather just press Echo every turn against the boss. That would ramp up so fast. He will be dead in no time. I should move Sleeping Shot. Yeah, that's what I should do. So who gets Sleeping Shot? Could be Spotted Gigapod. Could be someone else. My Xerogriffin could alternate between Last Stand, Sleeping Shot, and Furious Fangs, which seems reasonable enough. Yeah, that's probably... Well, I mean, I could put him on the Spotted Gigapod and have Sleeping Shot on both of them. It's just using it means that I am not using Echo, which means I'm slowing down killing, and this guy will have nothing else to do in that fight anyway. I guess I will keep this Flashbone for a little longer, just use him as a ping with my glowing substances, so in case ever something too dangerous is left out, I can finish it even before the the turn starts, or rather ends. And now I always draw these 5 monsters and I cannot be screwed by anything. Let's see, so... This guy will hit me for 4. I can block 1, so that would be 3. So I guess I will be using Mist. If I use Last Stand, I won't be able to retreat. He survives, right? Then I cannot refresh. That is a concern. So I guess I am putting someone to sleep just to make this whole process more convenient. Who will be left alive to farm? No good target, so I would need to try to sneak this glowing substance. Probably won't be able to grid it out much. Okay, this is always happening, right? Does it matter if I speed up, if I don't speed up one of my guys? Probably doesn't. Maybe I put someone to sleep with sleep. No, none of them can survive my sleeping shot. I guess I should have... Wish I could have moved this defecation. Like here maybe. You can see how the greedy play is now biting me. They will be able to play another monster after this turn, so... They probably won't be able to get value of this bleeding. Devour will hit for 5. He will be faster for the next 3 turns. Now he's wasting his turn. Oh, I need to eat him straight away. Then I will eat this guy. And might be slower than this Black Mermaid very soon, so I might need to deal with it. The non-greedy way would be to use Xerogriffin to kill it right now. Or I could maybe just use food. Well, either way I can probably delay my decision for now. Maybe weakening it would matter. Oh, I won't be faster than him unless I do it like this. Then he will only hit me for 3, which is great. No point attacking. Okay, he's effectively wasting his turn. Now I want this guy eaten. I'm still faster 1 turn. Guess like this. I'm not asleep, right? I won't be able to refresh my... glowing substance. I'm not sure if I even would be able to use it more than once this fight. Luckily he's not using anything. Or maybe I would be able to use another last stand. Right, he's just putting me to sleep. Oh! This works! Interesting. So that's what the patch meant. Huh. What a weird case. Then I won't be able to retreat with this guy either, so no glowing substance here. Huh, that's so funny. Guess I can tank this heat. Oh, I am no longer faster. Guess this is the great moment to use this thing. And now I am faster. Luckily he's not selecting hardening, so nothing weird will happen. Grow bigger, my guy. Looks like he will be able to... one of them will be able to survive the exterminate attack if needed. Oh, now he's selecting that annoying move. And he might select it again. And things can go weird. Yeah, if he does that, maybe I might be forced to use glowing substance, so but better it just use it. It'd be nice to use this mist cone, but this is such an annoying talent. Pretty much need Zonar to cancel it, or have a lot of blue scales. Or maybe I can. And then I would need to retreat with this guy and wait another turn. Okay. I might end up regretting this. I think it blocked. Let's see if it works, if the spiky scales will trigger this ambusher. I'm fine with him dying. Okay, so this was safe, good to know. Okay, now I can heal a bit. That's just one incoming. Okay. Let's remove that annoying thing from him. Great. Alright. Everything ends well. $17 health. I can catch anything. Let's get my fat guy. Find higher attack, excellent. Barely any difference. Maybe a new creature? One I already have. Oh, what a fail of a... I almost feel like the point of this of this run was not met. Like I will win against the boss, but no new creatures were carried, so it's just it is sad in a way. Oh. I could get extra value out of eating the tentacles when these 3 monsters die. Oh, this would have been able to clean the no retreat debuff. Maybe I should have waited with those Furious Fangs. Now I have one guy too many. I probably won't have room to cycle this guy. So let the boss fight. I'll probably make one of my guys bulkier, the one that won't be eating. Or maybe the one that will eat will just grow bigger. Yeah, that's probably the better idea. Is it simple? If I use glowing substance, it would be simple. That's just also spending my resources. Mm. I would like to cut this guy. Does this mean that I am catching something here? Well, my 3 slots on the board are already locked in the boss fight, so it won't matter either way. Ooh, he has 9 health on the first turn. He will put someone to sleep. Ooh, this is nasty, those two together. It's a lot of extra damage. Unless I kill him first, I think I probably should do that. Be right back. back. Sorry for the wait. This will be a surprisingly annoying fight. Get put to sleep. Need to tank. How much is it? Maybe it wouldn't be too bad. 4 damage on my meaty guys. No, well, actually it's 6. If I choose to let him remain on the board for 2 turns. So this skill will in which case trigger twice and steal health from my sleeping guy. If I'm lucky, about 25% chance he will not put my guy to sleep and select his bottom move instead. It would be nice. I could set up a 2-turn kill on this. Here, well, there's some chance that he will select moves I don't want. 75% for the top move. This guy could be devoured in one go. All the tentacles would be devoured easily. I would need to use 1 glowing substance to take him down. This guy could be eaten on the spot, and this guy would die. I would need to absorb this 5 points of poison. Maybe I give up on devouring him and just kill him with my 10 damage attack. Since I can just eat the tentacle anyway, that will appear in its place. Yeah, it's probably better. That way I don't have to deal with this nightmare fuel. Yeah, this looks good. He has 9 effective health. That's a little unfortunate. I could also kill him the same way, or devour him in 2 turns. Okay, so you die. Oh, jeez. Then I wouldn't be able to play my mono. Guess I can absorb heat here. But then how I am setting up a kill here. He will go to sleep. When he goes to sleep, this guy will leech health from him. This guy can tank this heat. Guess I can use Mist Cove. I am back to 5 effective health. I survive here. I survive here. And what attack I select here? Let's see. He will be down to 6. Deadly Bite is 2. Mist Call is 9. He's left at 1 health. I take a huge 7 damage hit. I'm back at 14. I have half health remaining. I can easily deal with the tentacles that are about to show up. see if I forget about something. Excellent. Oh, this guy is not playing nice today. Oh, and Hallucinogen first. That's somewhat good and bad at the same time. It means, oh, I'm not faster. Unless I retreat. Play this guy. I need to devour them both. Now I'm faster. Same health. And I need 2 hits to deal with this guy. Hit him for 5. I guess I will use one glowing substance next turn, probably. Would like to keep one tentacle alive, if possible. Here, this guy takes 2. Devouring him is probably too ambitious. I do want this guy to retreat. I guess he could tank this hit. Could use glowing substance here. Can I wait one turn here? It's quite greedy. Same speed, unfortunately. I do want this guy killed. If I don't kill him now, there will be a tentacle here. Then I can devour him next turn. Getting this low does look a little sketchy, but it's not gonna matter when I'm just about to heal in a moment. Now this guy dies. I still have Swift active, so I'm acting first, even though we have the same speed. Here I can take this hit. Okay, here I'm getting a free turns, that's nice. This guy can absorb this heat. It's 3 damage absorbed. Do I want... Where do I want my Devours to go? I guess I can eat him. Oh, this guy will tank a little. Alright, now you can do this. Lunar? That's so funny. Let's see if it really works. Let's see, he's at 21. Effective 20. I guess I will let the other one eat. Yeah, it works. Oh, it's so funny. Like this. Then the Devour can kill. I can give him poison, it doesn't matter. Devour will have 3 power. Oh, look how big he is. 23. 21 is fine. Let's make him bigger, since speed no longer matters. Unless I picked the wrong boss, then it would be quite bad. And now he can survive the Exterminate attack and still have some health left. The other one will also be able to survive Exterminate if I use Last Stand. Let's see. Oh, that was very clumsy. Oh well, I guess I would be using Sleeping Shot on the second turn anyway, so I totally forgot about it. 8. Okay. Alright, I'm getting speed priority anyway, so it doesn't matter. I could play it slow, but with this amount of health there is no need to. So one thing I can do is wait with my glowing substances until the next turn. Echo. Last stand. Oh, my guys who are not retreating. Next turn Sleeping Shot, and I think I will have enough to kill him. Sleeping Shot will put him to sleep. If I were to stockpile glowing substances on him now, he would almost certainly select Primal Rage next turn. And even though my Sleeping Shot would put him to sleep before he could select that move, finish this move, in case there would be some buggy interaction, and you never know what happens with patches and such, I take the slower line, which leads to the same result. that avoids a possible wipeout by this super powerful move. It's his strongest weapon in my opinion. It can act as extermination, but it can hit everything, so... And since you often want to use debuffs anyway, him being able to cleanse all those debuffs and hit you for the same amount can be devastating. While here you can even see that I'm able to tank this extermination easily with this guy. Okay. The slower line. Extermination, which I would be able to tank if I wanted to. I can even heal them so that it would look better on the finishing screen. I guess I have enough health to correct my error. Not like he will get any chance to use this Furious Fangs. I did select... oh, I didn't. Echo. He's super dead. Maybe he would have even died the first turn if I went all in, but doing math is something I only do if I'm really forced to do it. This is 1 hit, this is 4 hits, this is 5 hits. Dead Colossus, but no new monsters. Being able to use Noxious Fury with conjunction of this Venom spray did come into play 2 or 3 times. It wasn't needed to win, but it just made 2 fights, the 6th and the 7th fight, much simpler. I think it also mattered in the 5th fight. I think it mattered in the 5th and 7th. I think I played it slow and devoured everything in the 6th fight. I didn't farm as much as I wanted to. The last stand made farming a little awkward since I had to leave 1 slot empty. Which wouldn't be a problem if this defecation was moved to here, then I could play him in my 3rd slot. That's something I probably should have thought about more. I did mention at one point that it would be elegant to move this substance to him. Furious Fangs ended up being unneeded. I didn't know that I would get another Echo this easily. I probably could have waited with it, so that's possibly 1 syringe wasted if I planned it a little better. Well, you could also argue that this Devour play was totally unnecessary, and I would probably agree with you. You could just focus on the killing plan instead of trying to devour the enemies. Just go for the kill instead. That would have worked. And the Colossus would have died just as fast. No Quetzi evolved this time. And that's it. Ah, no new creatures. I guess I will have to deal with it and maybe put bigger emphasis on it when doing the next boss. But that's something that can wait tomorrow. Catch you later.